What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Flash Speaks, man. Another video. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. You dig what I'm saying? And this is for new subscribers. This is for, the old day ones, all that. I'm not in a real good mood right now. So this right here is gonna be a very unmeasured talk. It's gonna be very raw, straight to it. So I'm letting you know ahead of time before any of you get offended. And then you feel like you gotta go hit unsubscribe and all that little punk ass stuff that some of y'all are into. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. This right here is gonna be one of them raw, uncut things where I'm just coming straight from whatever, right? About how I'm feeling right now. And yeah, if you don't like that type of content, man, if you're really into Disney World, Disneyland, Mickey Mouse content, everything happy, everybody, jolly good, Joe Good, Jolly Rancher land and all of that, listen, man, stop the video. Just go over to one of them other channels, right, where they're going to tell you exactly what you want to hear, where everything is good in La La Land and get along gang and all that old bullshit. Right? I don't live in that world, bro. I live in a world where I see people making statements that piss me off. And I'm the type, I respond. I respond because for me, it's therapeutic. For some of y'all like to put your head under a rock. All right, let me turn away from the thing that bothers me. Let me turn away from the thing that upsets me. So that way I don't have to see it. I don't let negative energy into my mind. And in that way, I'm right. That's y'all. And I respect that. Me, here at Flash Speaks, no. I like to confront the devils. I like to confront the evil ones. I like to confront the forces of evil and all that. That's what I like to do because for me, that's the only way I can go to sleep. I'll be up all night until I get this off. So this is what it is. Maya Moore, the great, absolutely spectacular Maya Moore, arguably the greatest women's basketball player of all time. Resume-wise, if someone puts forward that as an answer once that question is asked, that's a valid answer. I don't even argue. I'll be like, oh, okay. There's certain answers that if people give, you got to respect that answer. Cynthia Cooper, who might be my answer when I think about it because she kind of laid the groundwork for what excellence looks like in women's basketball. Cheryl Miller is another one. Cheryl Swoops is another one. Candace Parker is another one. And I'll even accept Diana Taurasi, even though I don't believe it. I'll even accept Diana Taurasi as an answer. But one answer that's sure enough for sure is Maya Moore. And the subject of today would agree with me. Caitlin Clark, on many occasions, have been asked who is the greatest basketball player of all time, women's. You know what she said? Maya Moore. That's who she said. That's who she grew up watching. That's who inspired her to play the way she plays, even though in my opinion she doesn't play like Maya. But the point is, in her mind, the greatest is Maya Moore. So anyway, Maya Moore was on that channel, asked the question. And of course, they act like they can ask a motherfucker a question, a woman or who play basketball question without bringing up Caitlin Clark. Like for some reason, Caitlin Clark got to be brought up. You know what I mean? Maya Moore could be there to get an award for what she did in her career, and somehow Caitlin Clark gonna come up. Same way last year, right? You got Diana Taurasi, you got 20 motherfucking years in the NBA, national and WNBA. I think she won 3 titles, 2 or 3. You know what I mean? One of the brothers, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was 2 or 3 that Diana Taurasi won. So Diana Taurasi is asked, hey, what was it like playing, against Caitlin Clark? Right? And what gets me is motherfuckers don't see how asinine that is. to ask Diana Taurasi, who got 20 years in, what the hell is like to play against Caitlin Clark, instead of asking Caitlin Clark what the fuck is like playing against Diana Taurasi. Stupid shit like that. And Diana Taurasi is expected to just, gracefully answer the question. Oh yeah, it was great, blah, blah, blah. Instead of being real, like, what? You know what I mean? Like, let's be for real. I don't give a fuck how much you love Caitlin Clark, how much you worship her. I don't give a damn if you be having your head on the ground, right? What we call sujood, right? Your head on the ground, like praying to her, asking Caitlin to answer your prayers and all that. I don't care how deep you are into this. If you have any modicum, a scintilla of common sense, you know that shit don't make no sense. If somebody got 20 years in, already won titles, already won scoring titles, already got legacy, already is called the GOAT and all that kind of stuff, why the hell would a reporter ask that person about what it's like, the experience playing with Caitlin Clark? Unless your ego is that fucked up to the point where you think the only thing that matters is your desire to watch a player. You think because you're watching a player that somehow makes that player great. If you that jacked up in your mind, then you deserve to get talked to exactly how I'm about to talk to you. Because you're stupid. It's something literally wrong with you. As I've said plenty of times, there's something wrong with y'all. You know what I mean? But at any rate, Maya Moore's ass, right? By the guy, and we could pull it up. It's readily available on YouTube. My man Simply Ball Dropping provides the footage. Shout out to him, K-Sap. Shout out to those who dealt with it. Even those suckers who twist it. And basically, she's asked a question. Very simple question. About, Caitlin Clark. Like said, was spectacular in college. He already framed the question this way, talking to Maya Moore. All right, Maya Moore, who done already won all types of chips in college and all that. Caitlin Clark ain't won no chips in college, but she's most famous for her losses in college, right, and her getting mocked. So anyway, Caitlin Clark, she was spectacular in college, blah, blah, boom, boom, boop, bitty, whoop. Last year, she came in with a lot of hype, lived up to the hype. You can see on Maya Moore's face right there, she's just like, you can tell, she a little tired of the bullshit, just like, even though she forever has always showed love to her. But it's like, it's something with the media. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to break down how that dynamic works in a second to you feeble-minded mother effers. So anyway, Maya Moore give you a real answer, which is something that y'all don't like. Y'all don't like nobody that be real. Right? And what she said is that the next step deals with, and I'm paraphrasing, okay? I'm not sitting there reading the straight direct answer, but I'm paraphrasing. That what she talked about was the importance of, becoming a more effective leader, moving into the leadership role and those types of things. That's what she said the next step is, right? Now, she didn't say Caitlin Clark is a bad leader, didn't say she's a bad person, didn't say she's a bad player, none of that. She basically just talked about, almost in general, about what any player really would have to do when they start moving into that second year, right? Now, what got me hot right now is me going through the net and seeing the different various interpretations or the various extractions that people are coming up with after hearing this very simple answer that I heard. One of the titles I'm seeing all over the place by some devil is that Maya Moore says that she's a nobody. This is what we get out of Maya Moore giving advice about what a second year player has to get into. Somehow gets twisted into some fabricated bullshit about Caitlin Clark is a nobody. Like, why the fuck would Maya Moore say that? And then how do you come up with that? I know what it is. This is what it is, and I'm going to keep it raw with you. Now, like I said, if you don't like this way that I'm going to deal with this, you can cut this off, like I said, and go to one of those other punk-ass channels that's going to tell you what you want to hear. It doesn't matter to me at the end of the day. Either you like this content or you don't. It's just really that simple. I cannot be up here making content that I think that's only going to make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. I'm sorry, and I still, there ain't no hard feelings, man. Ain't no hard feelings. This is where that type of extraction comes from. It comes as a result of a fanatical fan who, for some odd reason, has a belief in his heart that this player is just the greatest end-all, be-all player ever. This is what they think. They think 62 records is a rookie, even though half of the records are bullshit. But 62 records and all this stupid shit that they're trying to put together means this is the greatest, you know. So, because they believe that, they think everybody else is supposed to believe that. They so delusional that they think that someone who is a real expert in basketball, I ain't talking about me. I ain't talking about other content creators who may have played ball, who break down film. No, I ain't talking about other people who've been watching women's basketball forever. No, I'm talking about actual basketball players who have performed at the highest level like Maya Moore. They expect Maya Moore to see Caitlin Clark the way they see her. The level of stupidity in that is like, blows my mind. Blows my mind past Hiroshima. Blows my mind. Like, listen, man. I look at a player. I might think he all that. I might think just Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards is just crazy with his game. I might think that about Tyrese Maxey. Whatever. Just throwing names out there. I might think that about Tyrese Halliburton. You think that I should expect a guy like Michael Jordan to look at those guys and see them exactly the way I do? Huh? And if he doesn't, I got the right to say he's a hater because he don't see it the way I see it. Me, who never played in the NBA, who never achieved what Jordan did, who didn't spend the hours in the film room, all those different things. What would that make me? That would make me a delusional, arrogant asshole. Honestly. And this is basically what I'm saying about y'all who believe any of these things about Maya Moore. And this is what I'm going with here. Underneath the comments in some of these trash-ass, bullshit-ass videos, you got jokers up there saying shit like, Maya Moore, who's that? You know, look at this, a nobody saying someone is a nobody. First of all, she didn't say Caitlin Clark is nobody. And second of all, nigga, if you don't know who Maya Moore is, all that serves is as evidence of what people like myself and others have been saying, that you don't know basketball. You literally don't know the first thing. Literally the first thing. I mean, the first thing about basketball. It was already evident when y'all were disrespecting Cheryl Swoops. But Cheryl Swoops was keeping it real with y'all. When she was keeping it real with y'all. That's all she was doing, was keeping it real. When y'all came at her, implying as if Caitlin Clark is somehow on her level as a basketball player, before she even had a year in, tells me y'all don't know shit about ball. Y'all don't know anything. Like literally the first thing, bruh. Nothing. Then the arguments you were making all year. You don't know anything. You know nothing. This is what I'm saying. Number two, secondly, dumbasses. If you really feel like this about this Caitlin Clark, do you believe kissing her ass is going to help improve her? Or is it more than likely going to lead to a player that doesn't work hard, doesn't get the work done? Like for example, I have players that I love in various sports. Love is a strong word. Players that I really like, that I support, okay? And at the same time, I'm typically hardest on those players. Hardest on them. Like, you think I'm hard on Caitlin Clark? You need to listen to me when Joel Embiid has a bad game. You need to listen to me when Tyrese Maxey has a bad game. Oh yeah, I'm extra hard on them. You need to listen to me the way I would like to be with Angel Reese sometimes, but I'm not, because she gets enough flack, right? And then some, I'm not even gonna lie, some Angel Reese, she has some level, some of her fans, and I'm one of them, but some of them are a little sissified, a little bit, little bit of, we criticize her, they get a little, little sensitive, like some Flage fans who've been mad at me and stuff like that, even though I like her, but they can't tell because they don't understand that I'm hard on players that I like. That really what I said is that I didn't say she was trash. I said I was disappointed in her. Disappointed means I want better for you. That's typically what disappointment implies. But, some fans are just, fanatical. That's how they are. Something like that, right? So, excuse me. So, this is what we're dealing with. So now the narratives of this when it comes to Caitlin Clark now leading into this year, which is going to be interesting. Number one, I'm seeing videos all over the place. Oh my God, Caitlin Clark's workout so insane, a transformation. So now, Caitlin Clark, I'm expecting her, right? We got to be expecting her to be 175 pounds, straight muscle, incredible hulking beast, right? Like, because she's doing, right? So that's the worst narrative. She's supposed to come out all big and muscles and all this, right? That's number one. That's the one cap, John. She'll be about the same size. Like, The other one, Sophie Cunningham. She got a new enforcer now. So Sophie Cunningham, right? She get a little interview, right? And Sophie Cunningham talking about that she support her teammate. Basically, this general. That somehow got turned into Sophie Cunningham. Ain't nobody gonna be messing with Caitlin. I'm gonna listen that. All right, so this is number one. Number one, dumbasses. Okay, and I've said this plenty of times. Nobody's taking any special shots at Caitlin Clark. No one is coming out there with the intention on we're going to try to hurt Caitlin Clark, because for what? Why would you do that? Number one, right? Y'all really think people out here just jealous and all of this dumb shit that has been denied and unproven and all of that all over the place? It's just that, when you out there playing a game and, and back and forth happens with every player that's out there. She's no different. Y'all want her to be treated special. That's the thing, right? So y'all out here only concerned about what happens with her when the other players is in tussles and all of that. Y'all ain't got nothing to say. Hypocrites. That's what you are, all of you. When she's involved in things, when she smacks somebody, she smacked the shit out of one player, right? Y'all told me, oh my God, it's a mistake. She didn't mean to do it. There was this and that. But nobody can make a mistake with her. It was always intentional. It was always that. That's why I don't pay attention to y'all. Y'all retarded. And you're hypocrites. And you're a disgrace. That's what you are. Right? You're a disgrace. Because you always take that side of it. And then the videos that you putting out, your content creators are a bunch of devils, they're a bunch of suckers, all of them. These are the white ones and the black ones. The black ones, the black dudes and all of that who constantly going at black women that are playing in the WNBA, you niggas are a disgrace. But I get it though, man. I get it. You grew up in houses probably where you didn't have fathers. You probably had a bad relationship with your mom. Your older sister probably used to bully you. I get it. They're on the block. You know what I'm saying? The black girls laughed at you. You know what I'm saying? Because you had some busted up sneaks. Probably had on some bobos. I understand. I get it. That's why I have a little bit of mercy on y'all. Like, I get it, right? You weren't, you know, the community, your local community wasn't a real community. You were never part of nothing. You ain't joined no gang. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't part of like a group. Cause like when I was coming up, right? Like a lot of us, we go to public school, but on the weekends, if you had thorough family members, y'all would have like weekend schools where you can learn the things about your tradition. You learn about the Black Panther parties. You learn about, your history, your people. You might learn about Malcolm X, right? You learn about Afrocentricity and you learn about Marcus Garvey. You learn about these great things like that. A lot of you niggas are ignorant. You're ignorant. You don't know anything about any of that. So you out here just freelancing. So I understand. I get it. I do. That's why I don't go in too much. Whatever, man. You dudes is pathetic. Period. Pathetic, man. You know. So I give you time. Go search yourself, man. You will learn that though you'll get a little bit of monetary gain for the way you're going, you'll get a little bit of popularity. Don't get too high off of it, man, because in the end, the fall is going to be spectacular. The crash and burn is going to be spectacular. Really, you should have crashed already, to be honest with you. But the delusion is still in full flight. Like Caitlin Clark has already kind of denied the BS. She's already not what y'all saying or what y'all think she is, whether it's the player or her persona, her real life, the person. She's not any of that, actually. That's the crazy part of it all. But since the delusion is something that has nothing to do with her, it's all this fan base here who are living vicariously through the person because that's still alive, you're able to make content. I get it. I understand. But you niggas are still disgrace. That's the reality. You're disgrace. Right? That little Adrienne and all them, y'all disgrace, man. For real. Disgrace. So now Sophie Cunningham supposed to be walking around like with the enforcer. Come on, man. Y'all really think? So number one, ain't nobody really coming at it. And number two, who's Sophie Cunningham gonna fight, bro? Y'all think she gonna fight Angel Reese? If Angel Reese like trying to, so if you think Angel Reese guarding Caitlin Clark somehow, and you know what I mean, try to block a shot, and let's say she bump her, incidentally, right? You think Sophie Cunningham about to? You think she finna rumble Angel Reese or something and get knocked all the way the fuck out? That's what y'all think happening? Come on, man. Who's she gonna rumble? Carrington? Huh? Who's rumbling? Come on, man. Yeah, y'all tripping. So, this is gonna be fun, though. This is gonna be fun. And look forward to it. But y'all really need to find out who Maya Moore is. And stop misinterpreting everything. Stop twisting everything. Stop being broads and trying to make drama out of everything. That ain't meant to be that. Real simple question she's asked. And she's giving you real game. She's giving you real advice. You jokers turn it into something else, man. That ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't got nothing to do with saying she's a nobody. She's obviously not a nobody. She's a player in the league that they got a lot of hype behind and all that. But Maya Moore is going to be there as a real, you understand. Caitlin Clark probably got Maya Moore's number. They already cool. She going to give her real advice. Like, no, you need to do this, you need to do that. You think she going to be sitting there telling her how great she is? No, she going to be giving her real advice. And that's what vets do. They be like, look, no, you need to do this, you need to do that. You trying to win. And that's the truth. It's the truth of the matter. I ain't hating nothing. And then when they get annoyed, it's with y'all. Because y'all a bunch of hype men and bruh, who don't know the game. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all don't know the game. Let me get out of here, man. Peace out.